Hello, this is Adam Pietruszko, and I'd like to tell you about Objeq Delay 2, namely its pitch tracking capabilities. The second version of Objeq Delay got a significant update to its modulator section, and you can now select pitch as one of the modulation sources. So the sound of the delay can respond to real time to the pitch of incoming sound, so how high or how low a note is played. And this information is a modulating parameter for the sound of the delay. Sounds complicated, but I'll show you in a moment. First, we'll discuss how pitch tracking works in Objeq Delay 2, and then I will show you some patches I made for the factory library. Let's start with a simple synth plug. As we can see, it starts with a high frequency transient and gets darker as it shortly decays. So high frequencies are high in this analyzer and lower frequencies are low. And time flows as you see it. Now let's set up a simple delay by enabling the delay section. This is a simple one-tap topology. We get a simple repeat, a single reflection of the same volume because balance dry-wet is 1:1. Then let's switch to a two-tap topology. Thanks to the feedback control, we can get additional reflections. Here, it would be only 2 taps with 0 feedback. We can now pan these taps with the width control, achieving ping-pong delay. Psycho control does some magic to the stereo field you might find useful. Now we increase the feedback and filter out some of the low end, so the delays are less muddy for low notes, and also the high cut will be rolled back a bit. Okay, so this is a standard ping-pong delay. Let's take it further. We'll disable it for now to discuss the object section. This is an object filter, an effect of physical modeling which created these resonators. We have, for example, a string, a drum head, or a mallet instrument bar, also a membrane and a plate. So what we do is we pass the sound through this object. Let's make it full wet for now. And the sound resonates within these physical constructs and its timbre is changed. And we can tune it. Let's tune the string higher. We can also increase the decay. We can see the resonant modes ringing out. Longer. Let's leave it tuned at middle C. And now this works when I play middle C, because middle C naturally resonates within a string that's tuned to middle C. But if I play D, it doesn't ring out that clear. If I play a sequence, this is not very clean. What I want to do is use modulator 1, I'll enable it, and change it from this triangular LFO into pitch tracking mode. It says mono because it can only track pitch of single pitch instruments, monophonic instruments like mono synths, leads, bass, also wind instruments, and of course human voice, which produces one pitch at a time at least, usually. We'll analyze the mix of left and right channels because it's a stereo synth, and what Objeq Delay 2 detects becomes a modulating signal which I can route to a destination like on a synthesizer. I will route it into the frequency of the object, make the polarity bipolar, and 100% modulation amount. What will happen is that this frequency will get modulated in a bipolar fashion, so below and above its current value set to middle C, and 100% makes sure that it's tracking the incoming pitch of whatever Objeq Delay 2 is processing exactly. So now each resonating string will be in tune with whatever sound is coming in. Let's play this sequence and listen with and without. Much cleaner. Then we can add some vibrato. So let's use this modulator with a sine wave LFO around 5 Hz, bipolar polarity, and we'll route it to object frequency again, just 1%, and this should produce a vibrato. So as the frequency of this object is modulated, we get vibrato. Now let's enable the delay, and each reflection of the delay, let's sync it to an 8th note, and each reflection will get passed through this object filter. Let's mix in from dry. Less feedback, less reflections, and we'll play with the properties of the object, material, and formant. Okay, now let's move to a voice sample. I have a scattered spirit from the factory library, which I made. It's a pitch tracking preset as well, which we can see in Modulator 2, but also has a mod delay thing going because the delay time is being modulated by an LFO, creating a mod delay vibrato kind of sound. Now let's move to the didgeridoo preset. It has a higher voice preset on it, which I made for the factory library. Dry sounds like this. And this is a similar concept, but it's tuned to G, which is a fifth above middle C. So the delays will sound a fifth above. We can hear that the delay reflections sound higher, creating a fifth harmony. So as you can see, you can do very fun doubling, intervallic effects, or even sub-oscillator effects by pitch tracking Objeq Delay 2 to your sound. So download the demo of Objeq Delay 2 and have fun yourselves.